Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. What will you wear to your next failure? And I'm not talking about the failure where you're learning what works and what doesn't. That's Pareto's principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. And it says that the majority of things that we try are not going to be effective in a long-term resolution, but they can be used as stepping stones. So that's 2 out of 10, 1 out of 5. No, I'm not talking about that kind of failure. I'm talking about the failure you experience that will continue to freak up your life. I know what you're going to wear to it. You're going to wear a bad attitude based on the bad belief that either you're not enough or there's not enough, because all bad beliefs can be put in one of those two categories. Okay, so how does this bad belief attitude come about? There's 3 steps. First, there's a judgment, and a judgment makes somebody wrong, which is the number one fear. There's 6 fears that run through the themes and areas of our life that will continue to hold us back. Oh, by the way, welcome to 5 to Thrive. 5 minutes designed to take you to greater heights of success with less effort. I'm Dawn Ferguson, certified hypnotist, drewdawnferguson.com, certified instructor is CH for you, and a rapid results coach. Big deal. I've got initials behind my name. What it means is I know how to take you from where you are to where you want to be as quick as you want to go. I mean, you may decide to make it hard because you've got a bad belief that everything that you do, you have to make so tough in order to earn it, to prove your worth. No, you're supposed to come from your worth, not to earn your worth. Okay. So let's go back to the 3 steps on that bad attitude. And the first one is judgment. And judgment says you're wrong. And you're pointing the finger at somebody else, or you're pointing it at yourself. And again, there are 6 fears that will subconsciously suck the life right out of our success. And that is number 1. It is the mother of all fears. If you think about any fear that you have, it can all go back to some point in your life where you learned you were wrong. And what happens whenever there's a judgment? There has to be punishment. And we see that a lot nowadays where people are pointing their finger at everybody else going, you're wrong and you're wrong and you're wrong, and you need to be punished for it, because they never experienced what's known as transfer of authority or transfer of power, where they were told, you know what? You want to be able to increase the quality of your life? It's completely within your control. You don't have to point your finger at anybody else, because wherever you point your finger, what's on the other end of it is what you're giving power to. And when you point it to someone else and say, my life will only be improved once you do this, you've now given your power over to them, and they will be more than happy to take it and then use it against you. So judgment always has punishment attached to it. That leads to an attitude that you wear. I mean, we can look at someone and know what emotional state that they're in. Emotions are what happen to us internally, and then attitudes are how we wear it on the outside when it's dysfunctional. And we can look and see when someone's stressed out, overwhelmed, ticked off, aggravated. But you know what it all leads to? It all leads to fear. And there are only two fears that you are born with: the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. Any other fear has been learned. Well, that's the great thing. Then you can relearn it. And what do you have to relearn it into? Instead of judgment, there needs to be discernment. Does whatever is happening fit in with your values? And you may not even know what you value right now. Then, after that, you have a choice of how you're going to express yourself. And then you need to put yourself in the experience where there's not an absence of fear, but there is the promise of fulfillment. How do you do that? I'll be more than happy to teach you in my upcoming class, Maximum Mindset for Health, Wealth, and Happiness. And here's a bonus for you. I have a way to gift you a ticket to this course that I'm going to be teaching. You can go to drewdawnferguson.com/2021. I'm going to actually be adding in additional summer dates on this. I have a free ticket. But to get access to it, you're going to have to email me and ask for access to the free ticket. And you can send me an email, dawn@drewdawnferguson.com. So, what are you going to wear to your next failure that will freak up your life? Judgment that has punishment attached to it, a bad attitude that results in fear that will continue having you pull back and protect yourself. And until you give the pain a purpose for progress, you will never move past the protection into what you really hold for potential. Okay, send me that email. Let's get you registered for this course, my gift.